All right, it's time to do another monthly income report for my publishing business to see how well it has been doing. And unfortunately, this is going to be a really quick video because I don't have much to report, and I'll tell you why at the end of this video. But first, let's start with the report for January 2026. First of all, number of titles published. I did not publish any titles in January. I had planned to publish 2 flagship titles and maybe a handful of other public domain or smaller titles to go along with those. But unfortunately, due to things that I will talk about later, I did not get to any of that. And so there were 0 published titles. My Amazon ad spend was $171, a little bit more than the previous month, but not a whole lot. Not the kind of ad spend that could potentially see big income returns. And that's because I didn't work on my ads in January either. And so the ad spend I have there is pretty much all derived from ads that I had previously set up in past months. So there really wasn't anything new there as well. My fiction revenue did actually go up. You can see over the past 3 months, it's gone up every single month. Not by a whole lot though. And I would say most of this is probably attributed to the ads that I've spent. And so that's nice to see that there is some growth. And as long as there is steady growth, I'm somewhat happy because that means that the word might be getting around or the algorithm might be figuring things out, that sort of thing. So there has been some steady growth there. There was, however, a drop in my nonfiction from the previous month. I'm not entirely certain why that is. Probably just normal fluctuation, if I'm being honest. We only have 3 months of data here. But that actually caused me to take a little bit of a hit overall compared to for my total revenue and everything. Now, audiobook revenue, Audible does not tell me what the revenue is until an additional month out, so I don't know what my January revenue was. But my revenue for December I did get, and that was $51.03, which is just almost exactly the same as the month before. So that's what that is. So that brings us to a total of $455 of net revenue. That's income minus expenses for the month of January. And actually, it'll be a little bit more than that once I get the audiobook revenue in. But still, that's going to be probably about $60, $70 less than last month overall. Quick pause. If you're an author who wants to start writing more books, I put together my complete AI prompt pack that helped me and many others in my community write a book in a month. It's completely free. Hit the link in the description. Join the free waitlist for StoryHacker Gold. Then you just answer a couple quick questions and I'll send you the full prompt list plus a few extra free goodies. I'll also email you when I open the paid StoryHacker Gold group so you can join if it feels right. There's no commitment to join though, and you'll still be able to get all of the freebies you signed up for either way. All right, back to the video. And the reason for this is I did not work on my publishing business at all last month. And this leads me into just some thoughts that I want to make sure I get across to you guys as I'm going and documenting this process. You see, I have 2 businesses. There's this business that you are participating in right now. It's a business for authors that consists largely of this Nerdy Novelist YouTube channel and my StoryHacker Gold membership that you can find in the links below. That's my primary income generator, and I have to put some work into it to pay the bills. And in addition, I actually siphon a lot of that money to pay ghostwriters and audiobook narrators and other things that go into the publishing business. But I also have the publishing business, the fiction especially, that I want to grow. And the thing about that is that I have found, and this isn't anything new, I've been hearing it talked about from other business gurus for decades now, is that it is near impossible to grow more than one business at the same time. Even if you can, you could probably, if you put all of the effort into one, if you put it into another, you would probably get much more out of that one business just by putting all of your focus on it. And this past month, I've really learned just how much of a case that is. While I do think it's possible to sort of maintain one business while growing another business, it's very difficult to do both, to grow both at the same time. And so if I want to put more of my focus on the publishing business, I have to put less of my focus on this channel and on the StoryHacker Gold membership. Now, thankfully, you can hire people, and I've been working on doing that inside of the StoryHacker Gold business and as many things as I can outsource for this channel as possible so that I have more time to focus on the publishing business. But it has been very, very difficult to try and work. Like if I have a project here on this channel that I want to work on, or a course I'm trying to create inside of the StoryHacker Gold membership or something like that, maybe it's just the way mind works, but I have trouble being able to switch even in the same day from one project to another. It really helps me in terms of my productivity to just have one thing that I'm focusing on for at least for a day, ideally for like a whole week until the project is completely finished, or, and that could go even beyond a week if I wanted to. So the reason I mention this is because right now I have a goal with this channel and the StoryHacker Gold membership that I am pursuing very relentlessly at this moment. So StoryHacker Gold is built on a platform called School, SKOOL, and they do this quarterly competition called the School Games. And I think I have a shot at being in the top 5 or so winners of the School Games for my category. And so as a part of that, I want to really focus on the growth of the StoryHacker Gold membership for this quarter. And so starting in January, I started putting a lot more of my focus on that group. I've since learned that just putting your focus on the group is not enough, because I was doing a bunch of projects inside the group to kind of make it more awesome in there. But I found that even that might be splitting my attention too much, and that I also have to put a lot of focus on the marketing of that group. And so you're going to see over the next few months, a lot more videos go out on this channel as a part of that push. And I'm also branching out into advertising and stuff like that. But I'm really trying to grow this group aggressively for just the next couple of months to see if I can win this competition and meet this goal that I have. For that reason, I am putting the publishing business kind of on the back burner until I finish that, at which point it will become my next main focus. And I'll probably be putting out like 20, 30 titles every month. That's the goal that I want to get to. Not all like flagship titles, but like if we're counting translations of books and adaptations of different books and public domain books and little mini books and stuff like that, all of that I count as the 30 titles. But that's probably not going to happen until April at the earliest. And so while I have committed to making these videos that you see with the monthly reports, it's probably not going to be very interesting for the next couple of months. I'm just being honest here, right? Because really all my focus is on growing the Nerdy Novelist channel and the StoryHacker Gold membership for the next couple of months until that is done and I'm able to sort of get a little bit more hands-off, outsource what I can, reduce the amount of work that I'm doing on this business. Then I'll feel like I'll be able to devote a lot more of my time to other projects in the publishing business that light me up. And I really want to do that because the publishing side of things, when I've been working on those projects, has been the most fun that I've had in a very long time. So that is my update for, coming out of January 2026. That's what we're looking at for the next couple of months. And hopefully you guys will forgive me for these next couple of months, as not much is probably going to change. But once I get done with my goals with the StoryHacker group, things are going to look very interesting on that publishing endeavors. All right, so that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.